Well.
It says you're watching once.
Yeah.
That's kind of fun.
Are you actually seeing anything?
Oh no, I have it open at home.
I know that doesn't help.
Hey, Mike, listen. Or Mike.
Oh, there, it finally went. Okay. Okay.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's okay. All right. Yeah, okay.
We're recording and saving and...
Yeah, the recording part, well, the saving part is done on the website, so that part did not, hasn't been altered by being on a different system. So,
we're saving.
yes.
And we're ready. And we have sound.
We have it.
And we're live.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we are live. Mhm.
Okay. Mark Map Report.
Goodness sake.
Welcome to another episode of Grand and Tonic, where my daughter's favorite mom and grandmom of her children has a good stiff drink.
Scooch that way about. We'll try that.
Okay.
Otherwise, I might not be in the shop.
And then we're going to have a craft. Tonight we're going to tie-dye eggs. We'll explain that in a minute. And we're going to try some different drinks. This is our very dear friend Westy. He's here to laugh at us and drink with us. So we will get started. Are you ready, dear?
Yeah.
It's nothing quite as nice as when the technician gets drunk first.
Being able to move is generally helpful to that.
Disclaimer, two of
Process.
us live here and Wesley has a ride home from an underaged and sober driver.
That one's a little bit more.
Don't worry about me.
Don't worry about any of us. We'll be fine by the end of the show.
Cheers, guys.
Salute. Ooh. Oh, it's worth it.
Slow, but I get there. Okay. So, first thing we have. I'll let the cat around here. We don't want these to get wet.
Oh, yes.
I saw this on Facebook, and it looked really fun, but all the instructions were in Russian. I couldn't follow any path to get me to a translation. So what I did gather was that it had to be real silk. And there's actually a reason for that. Real silk bleeds nicely. So me being semi-crafty, naturally went to the fabric store and tried to find real silk. Apparently, they just don't do that anymore.
Not patterns.
Not in patterns. They had 5 bolts of real silk, which it took 3 people to find. 3 people who worked there to find.
Yeah.
And they were all solid.
Was not impressed.
So, and everything up there that says silky, so because it feels like silk, is polyester. And that doesn't work because polyester doesn't bleed, which is why everybody who sews prefers it to real silk. However, we wanted to do this, so I went out to the internets right there in the fabric store and Googled a little while and found this lady who had done this with silk ties. Oop, I just ripped that. And I thought, oh, of course, silk ties. So you go to the
Local neighborhood thrift store.
thrift store. We went to Global. Global's our very favorite. When you're picking a thrift store, look at what they do with their proceeds. Because They don't pay for their stuff. Everybody gives them their stuff. And then they turn around and sell it. So if you're going to give your stuff and then give them money to buy back other people's stuff that got given to them, you should see what they're doing with it. And our global neighborhood thrift store sponsors immigrants from third world countries, gives them a job, trains them, teaches them to drive the donation van. And they're all really nice. And they're right up the street.
I don't know, I'll have to remember that. We just took a bunch of stuff over to Value Village.
I like Value Village. They're nice. I am not sure what they give to, though. I like the ARC. I think they do give to the ARC, don't they?
They might, and part of their program gives to the Ripon Foundation.
Okay, Ripon Foundation I really like. The Ripon Foundation, for those of you who are not local, was founded by Mark Ripon after his son passed from cancer when he was little, and that's why he's not in the NFL anymore. Oh, okay. That's why he quit the NFL. He's like 50 years old now. That's why he's not in the NFL. But they build soccer fields and parks for kids to play in. And they're really cool. Okay, so when you take a tie apart, there's this that makes it stiff because silk is floppy. Right? And if you want to know if it's silk, always look at the little tiny skinny end, and it says 100% silk or all silk. And don't worry if your silk's made in China. That's where silk's made. They keep the worms there. Oop, there went that. Get that fixed in a sec. So, we're going to take out this liner bit that hides that liner bit.
And camera 2 will be back in a moment.
And camera 2, it's just there to watch water boil, so we're good.
Well, it's there to watch the water boil with the eggs.
Now, if you have something silk and you don't want to make eggs out of it, and you don't want it to bleed when you wash it, and you don't want to have to take it to the dry cleaner forever, you can do what we're going to do. You can boil it in vinegar water, and that will set your dye.
Yay, chemical sets. My mother found something that said with brand new bath towels, you should put them in the washing machine with just them, no detergent, and wash them. It might have been in a combination of salt and vinegar.
Nope, baking soda.
Well, the one she had, I know, had salt in it. It may have had something else, but to help set the color and keep it from fading as rapidly.
Yep. Vinegar's a wonderful cleaner. Stinks a little, but it's a wonderful cleaner.
Stinks
If you
a
have-
lot.
Okay, some people don't like vinegar. If you have kittens or obnoxious cats,
Henry.
you are establishing their dominance in the pecking order, you can wash their laundry, meaning your laundry that they've claimed, in baking soda and vinegar.
Well, you wash it 3 times. You wash it once in
You
baking
wash it
soda.
in baking soda, you wash it in
You
vinegar,
wash it again in vinegar.
and
Then you wash it with your detergent.
laundry. And it will remove the smell to the point that they can't smell it, so they can't try to reclaim it. Well, they can, but... Okay, so we've got our silk here. Yes, this is a designer tie. I paid $1.99 for it. So,
No. We paid $1.09 for that one.
now this one I went to Value Village tonight and I got
this
some
isn't
more.
one of them. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you want patterns. You want designs. If you can find some of those ridiculous 80s ties with all the flowers on them, those are perfect.
Or the
Now-
Art Deco ones.
The Art Deco ones, oh my goodness. My ex had a tie that was a Van Gogh. It was Van Gogh's Starry Night. If I could get that tie for this, oh my goodness.
That would be
So-
amazing.
Here's your tie. The fatter the better. Get some of them 90s, how wide can you get ties. Okay, this is how I measure. I take this egg, I'm going to tie a knot in this egg, we're going to cut it about there. This is a nice geometric pattern, so we have a line to cut along. And you can get about 3 eggs, maybe 4 if it's extra wide, from a tie.
Those were 70s ties.
Those were 70s ties, I'm sure.
You get about an egg and a half out of a 90s tie because those were super skinny.
Don't do the 90s ties. Those weren't silk anyway. Those were.
Well, you could find them.
Those
so
were
they're
woven full of crap. Okay.
making fun of my square crocheted tie that I
A
used
crochet,
to own.
yes, a crochet tie. Who the hell crochets a tie?
Some grandmother with way too much time on her hands.
Okay, so you need your silk, right? You need cotton, 100% cotton. This is an old tea towel. It was white when it started, I promise. This is one of Jed's old t-shirts.
Also used to be white when it started.
It was white when it started. So
It's covered in random bits of paint.
I tried to pick up a couple of white cotton pillowcases while I was at the thrift store looking for ties. They don't come in white very often. They don't come in cotton anymore.
Except for the ones we buy, because
Oh yeah, well we're not shredding those.
we are not going to cut up those 1,400 thread count cotton sheets.
So where's
'cause
all the fun in that?
Okay,
That's a different kind of fun.
this brings us to our first break and our first drink, which is called an Absolute Limousine.
Yep.
Yep. What does this contain?
2 ounces of citron vodka,
Absolute Citron,
1 ounce of lime juice,
lime,
ice,
and tonic water.
tonic water.
Okay, I'm thinking we need
This
probably
sounds delicious.
a highball glass.
Yeah.
Okay. Wesley, would you please do the honors with the ice, and I will get the ounces.
Slightly.
Easiest way is in the freezer. The far side, pull that out. Give it a pound and it'll knock it out.
Okay. How much lime juice?
An ounce each.
Ounce each. All right.
Well, unless we're going short to decide if we like it or not. It
Nope.
involves lime juice and tonic water. I'm pretty sure I'm okay.
We are absolutely drinking whole drinks tonight.
Oh, I'm totally okay with that. Love you, Harry, but that was an amazing amount of work today.
Jed helped move a friend's mother to her new permanent home, hopefully.
We started at 11. I got home at about 6.
Again,
Totally,
my juicer's
totally
my favorite
okay.
thing
I like helping
ever.
people, but
I found this at Food Rainbow. It fits on a mason jar. It catches the seeds.
majority of the pulp.
Uh-huh. And you end up with some beautiful juice down there.
Says put the Absolute in the jar, in a glass, add lime juice, add ice, and lime wedges.
Alright, I'm gonna,
Whoops.
I think we can forego the wedges, whatever.
that
Back
one's
way.
nicely done.
The one that gives away.
You squash your lemons or limes, either one, like this, because it softens them
Grapefruits too, if you really wanted.
and
Go
loosens
on.
their juice. Alright.
Well,
I'll have you
most
do this
fruits.
one.
Most fruits you want to put into a drink.
Well,
Okay.
I like peaches in drinks, but
How many
I wouldn't do that
absolutes?
to a peach.
How much absolute?
It is 2 ounces.
2 ounces. And we have our handy dandy Pampered Chef measure thing, and I can order from my Pampered Chef party right now.
Ooh. That's 2 ounces.
That's 2 ounces.
Holy. Liquid muscle relaxers for the win.
And the reason we're exact is because we've never tried these. And we want to try them the proper way first. Because, you know, you should do that. And how many lemon or limes?
1 ounce.
1 ounce of fresh lime. Feel
The
free to use a plastic lime, but that's not us.
You're gonna need more lime juice.
You think? That's 1 ounce.
Because the rest of the time with making drinks, we're just, fuck it, let's
We're just pouring crap in there, yeah. It's got
These
some of
look
this.
tasty. I opened both of them and
We are going to need
sniffed
more
the
lime
pear
juice.
at the same time.
because
and they were delicious. So.
Our next drink has lime in it too. However,
Yeah.
how many tonics? Some? Top with?
Filled with. Oh man.
It's really excited to join in the drinking.
Woohoo! All our drinks have tonic water because it's Grand and Tonic. Ha-ha!
Good thing we like tonic water, huh?
It is. And if you go to that little website and enter the ingredient you want as being tonic, you come up with a butt ton of drinks.
A veritable plethora.
Yays. Okay. This
Mm.
is an absolute limousine.
Absolute limousine.
That's not bad.
Absolute limousine.
I will
Yeah,
take
no.
a ride on that later.
Yeah, that's not bad at
That's
all.
amazing.
Alright, time to get our eggs out. We're having fun with eggs tonight. Oh. My refrigerator smells like boiled eggs. My refrigerator smells like boiled eggs. Alright, you're doing these, and you're going to take these home to your Chili's.
Oh, okay.
We have these many. Make sure that the right side of the silk is in your egg here. Alright. And then we have, now, what you tie this with is up to you. You can use string. You can use twist ties. I was hoping to use twist ties, but no, you don't. Where do you find twist ties these days?
You steal them out of the produce section.
Go to. I was at Winco. I totally could have just gone to Three the Bulk Foods. Okay, then it depends on how you're going to put your egg. If you're going to put it back in here, then you're going to put it like this and have the skinny part up here. If you want it to lay in the grass nice, or you're going to put it in a basket, you can lay it like this. So, however you want your egg. You're going to put it in there, give it a little twist. Alright?
What a twist.
And I've stolen all of my daughter's rubber bands for her hair. A couple ties. So, we have this. This is going to be our beautiful pattern. This is going to be a little more interesting pattern. And this up here is probably going to be the white side. Once you get this on here,
If I can actually do this.
Come on, you got a daughter.
Yeah, he's got fingers as big as mine. I don't put those hair ties in our daughter's hair either.
Same.
You want to be the guy with the vacuum
With the
cleaner?
Yes.
Heck, yes.
Okay, so
Too
once
bad
you've
we have
got
no carpet in the house
your
to require
silk
a vacuum
around
cleaner.
your egg, you're going to put it in this cotton, and you're going to give it another twist. It's not so important as to which way, but probably the same way you did before. And you're going to put that, and these are raw eggs, so gently, please.
Good thing you told me that before I found out the hard way.
And then we're going to bring it over to camera 2. And we're going to put them in here, like these. When we're done, we're going to have a whole big pile in there. Okay, so we're just going to sit here and do this. We're going to drink for a minute, because this requires a modicum of concentration, knowing that these are raw eggs.
Well, I'm sure with the fact that we had to boil them, I would have realized that sooner or later, but still.
So I did find one. Set of instructions where you boiled the eggs twice, which was utterly ridiculous to me because
Seems insane.
in here we eat our eggs.
Right?
And if you boil them twice, it'll be frickin' rubber.
It would be really gross.
So these little rubber bands are $500 for $1 at the dollar store. The thumping you hear in the background is child number 4. Nope, 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 nope. You want your color.
Like,
Oh, right.
Right. I don't know what she's doing. She's meant to be watching a movie. Must be one hell of a movie.
she could just be stomping. She may be on her rocking horse,
Oh, there we go. Rocking horse sounds good.
because she does sit there randomly watching whatever on TV and
Rocking.
rocking. And she is big enough, she rocks it as far as it will
She
go.
rocks that horse,
Directions.
damn it. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, the cotton, once again, is to keep it from bleeding into itself. We used to use these every day. We had the long hair. My daughter donated her hair to Wigs for Kids. She's all of 6 years old now. She was 5 at the
She
time.
was 5 at the time, yeah.
She saw a news show about a little girl who had cancer, and all her hair had fallen out. And Grace, who at the time had hair down to her butt, really wanted that little girl to have some hair. So we looked around for where you can donate hair, and we found Wigs for Kids, which does not charge the recipients of the hair. And we called our very favorite hairdresser at Intuitions, who I've known since she was 6 years old.
And who would that be?
That would be Miss Megan McLean, the best
Thank you,
hairdresser in
Megan.
all of Spokane.
Did she get married?
She got married. Oh, Miss Megan Gilstrom. I'm sorry.
This is true.
Mrs.
She did get married.
Mrs. Megan Gilstrom.
Okay.
There
I did not know that was the other M&M because
Yeah.
Yes, that is the other end.
I
of it.
worked with her husband out at the airport.
Oh, did
Thank
you?
you,
Really?
Spokane. Yes.
Hello. Spokane is the biggest small town on
Yeah,
the planet.
pretty much.
By the way. So, they're called the M&Ms because my daughter, Mariah Martin, And Miss Megan McLean managed to drive a teacher into early retirement. Is my opinion. But if you're that close. Oh, yeah, you're good. She was a nice teacher, too. Now, they saw her again at Pig Out in the Park. And they ran up and hugged her. They thought she was the coolest thing on the planet.
How many years later was that?
One.
Oh.
These girls, however, let me let you know how they met. They met on the playground. Megan walked up to Mariah and bit her quite soundly and said, "Oh, you're not so-and-so. Want to be friends?" And Mariah said, "Okay." Because, whatever. After the first grade, they were not allowed to be in the same classroom. They could not be assigned to the same teacher. Oh, broke that one.
That's what usually happens when I try to put them in the kids' hair.
Wes has 2 little kids who are going to love these eggs. My godchildren. Pretty princess.
You're wrapping them in the cotton already?
Yes, you wrap it twice.
Oh.
You wrap it because this silk is going to bleed.
Well,
Where have you been for the last 8 days?
Where have you been?
I just haven't been terribly observant right now. I'm
The silk
relaxing, feeling the drinks after my long day.
and the cotton catches
It's-
the bleeding.
That was a really heavy freezer that I moved, and
Cotton is a very good blood catcher.
huh?
Oh, my turn to break.
You have to keep in mind, it's hard for me to hear all the time what you guys are saying because Twitch is on like a 15 to
Second
20
delay.
second delay. So I'm hearing all of that in this ear.
He hears us. He hears us in his left ear, and then he hears us in his right ear. You can possibly get 4 eggs out of a tie if you get a really fat tie. I have some skinny pieces over here if we need them. I'm really hoping these are cool. So, there was a really awesome tie there. But the thrift stores are starting to know when they get these designer ties.
It was $10, wasn't it?
It was 4. And I was like, I'm not paying $4 for anything I'm going to take home and rip to shreds.
Well, if it had been a
If you'd have been looking for
if
an
it
interview
had
tie,
been a full-size button-down silk shirt,
okay, let's start with it was yellow. The pattern was impressive.
that's frightening.
I know, right? It was a really freakish tie, to be honest. But I was looking at it going, this would make a really awesome egg.
Well, when you start crafting, you start looking at things a little bit different.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I used to go out and buy the extra large women's skirts. Because if you rip out the elastic at the waist, that's a damn lot of fabric you can get for $1.50. There we go. Look at us, we're almost halfway through. We lost all our viewers yet?
Nope.
All right.
All one of them?
No. We currently have 9,
Oh, look at us.
including me and possibly Moobot. The trick is,
And Wes.
Yeah.
only 3 of them, including Wes, well, 5 including me, Wes, and Moobot, those are the only ones that actually have accounts.
We're apologizing for starting late.
So, a lot of people can't comment. Bobo the Iceman and Simonoid are watching.
Simon, what?
Thank you. We appreciate the patronage.
Is my mom watching?
Wait,
Not that I am aware of,
Simon-
but she may not have an account.
She does. You set it up for her.
She does. I do not see her watching.
Mother,
Honestly,
why did we set
signed
you
her
up this
I
account?
can't remember what her account name was, to be quite honest. Sorry.
but
So
what,
what was
Simonator, you said?
Simonoid.
Simonade. Hi, Simo!
Do we know this person?
It is one of my, if I remember correctly, if the name is right, it's one of my English buddies from all the way down in Australia.
Woohoo! Welcome, Australia. See, it's who you have as a guest that counts. Everyone's here to watch you.
Not necessarily, I just have a broader audience to go like, hey, look, I'm gonna drink and do stuff, and
Boba the Iceman is always with us.
Yep.
Monday, tomorrow or Monday, Mr. Boba. Guinness lamb stew. And a slow cooker beef stroganoff that even Kelby likes. Just saying.
yeah, but Bobo the Iceman doesn't have much else going on right now.
Is he not working?
No, I just get to talk shit about him because it's my brother.
Christine is watching via Facebook,
Oh,
followed with yummy.
Okay. We're gonna love these eggs, by the way. And you're gonna love that Guinness lamb stew tomorrow. By the way. Everybody loves that.
well, we pretty much have the first layer all done now.
We got more pans.
Excellent. Okay.
You
Or
only
excellent, my bad.
excellent, yes. We only want one layer because
Contact could lead to bleed.
no, because we could where they
That
Where-
and less water boils faster.
yes, where the less no, where the contacts start poking at each other. I'm not gonna put this in here because squashing raw eggs is a bad idea.
As long as you have even pressure, then. But that's the trick.
So, no, the layers where they touch will cook at different temperatures, different times.
This is true.
And we want them all.
Don't mind the cat. She's a dork.
We call her Rape Cat.
Yep.
Okay, so when we're done with this, I have cooked eggs. We're going to do two things. We're going to make deviled eggs. Those will be fairly quick because we're each going to make our own deviled egg because some people don't like things deviled eggs contain, like
Mayonnaise, mustard,
vinegar.
vinegar.
You know,
Everything?
everything.
What's the point?
He likes eggs.
I like eggs. Eggs are tasty.
But we have an alternative. So Wes is going to make traditional, his own kind of eggs. And I'm going to make heinous eggs. No, they're not bad actually. They're perfect for Halloween, to be perfectly honest. And awesome for St. Patrick's Day.
It's long cats.
Cat sacrifice.
No one else can see this. However,
This
I
is
can
Well,
do
before you
this.
break your headphones
this is
Put my
Captain
headphones.
Henry. Captain Henry pilots our boat.
and my arm.
I'm
And-
sorry.
Which is awesome. You have another pan
If we fill up too.
We have the well-stocked kitchen, yes. Our most recent set of pans came from the Macy's closing downtown. That was quite the sale.
The which what?
The Macy's closing downtown,
Oh,
where we got the pans.
But
and-
pretty much, if it's not in Georgie's kitchen, it's either doesn't exist or it's stupidly expensive.
Or it's on order.
There
yeah.
is that option.
There's that option.
But most likely, it doesn't exist.
Most likely doesn't exist. If it's really cool, I'm gonna have it in my kitchen. I'm sorry. Because I'll find a use for it. I make everything.
Honestly, we do tend to ascribe to Alton Brown's motto of no unitaskers.
No unitaskers, yes. Although this juicer,
That juicer is a fairly consistent unitasker, but
we use it all the goddamn
we
time.
do. We do.
I suppose you could call the graters a unitasker. However, I
Well,
use them for cheese,
you could use them for zesting.
zest.
Yeah.
Yes. 1 year. I don't consider myself terribly hard to buy for. However, 1 year I asked for something to zest with, and I got like 12 of them.
And there's one that we use consistently.
There's one we use consistently,
The
and there's
microplane.
one we use occasionally.
The not microplane.
I have some unitasker pans out there because they're so freaking cute. Mostly I have cupcake pans that look like
Terracotta pots.
terracotta pots.
Ooh.
And
Right?
yeah, so you make your cupcake and it looks like a pot, and you put the frosting around the edge, and then you put this big old frosting flower on top. Yeah, that's cute. I haven't.
Having gone through all of the Wilton, or just 3 of the 4 Wilton?
3 of the 4 because I did not find a terrible need for
Fondant.
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 I do not care for fondant. You're faster than me. You're gonna have
Not
to
quite
cut
so
me.
tasty.
Well, it gives me time to finish my drink.
There you go.
That's right.
When we're done here, we'll pour some water on these and put some vinegar in the water and
Boil the bejesus out of them.
make the next drink.
That too.
That too.
Good thing I'm almost done with this one.
Mm-hmm. That's a pretty decent drink. Oh, hello, I have a white spot.
Sweet.
Not gonna work.
I got
Damn
the
it.
fancy Jameson glass.
So, if you need glasses for your drinks, I highly recommend waiting until Christmas and going to your local liquor store or Total Wine.
Total Wine has an amazing number of collector's sets that
Total
come with
Wine.
the alcohol and
We live in
couple
Washington.
of glasses with them.
They used to have that at the liquor store. So,
Yeah.
we live in Washington where we read the proposition and voted no, and everyone else said, ooh, liquor at Safeway, and voted yes.
Dorks.
And the price went up by 20% because there was an additional tax. However, the point being, if we're going to buy liquor in Washington, you go to Costco or you go to Total Wine.
Unless you want to make a day trip out of it, then you go to Idaho.
Oh yeah, baby. When we go to the boat,
When we go to our boat,
we
we
stop
usually
in
stop in
Rathdrum.
Rathdrum at the liquor store and pick up
Hmm.
the essentials at least.
Which are Jameson and Irish cream.
Yep.
They
And
actually
Guinness.
don't. They actually don't carry Guinness.
I know they don't.
No, we have to go over to Super One for that.
Because in Idaho, Guinness is purely beer, and they don't tend to have
Beer.
beer in the liquor stores. They don't have a whole
Liquor
lot
in their
of
liquor
wine
store.
there either, but
No, they have liquor in their liquor
they have
store.
liquor in their liquor stores.
Which is okay because their liquor's not got an extra 20% on it. However, 1, 2, we're gonna have to pull one of these out. Let's do that one.
Oh, no, this is my last egg, so
I got 3 more.
yeah, just a sec.
Oh no, there's one over here. One of those. 3. All right, 3. 1, 2, 3.
You have the exact number of Thai chunks to egg ratio.
Yo, baby!
Woohoo! Look at you being mathy and stuff. I tried to math earlier because one of the guys that was helping us move stuff was 18, and the comment was made, man, I wish I had the energy of an 18-year-old still. And I'm like, yeah, that's been 18 years ago for me. And then 5 minutes later, I'm like, no.
It's been 22.
I can't math today. It's been 22. Damn.
That's almost 18 ago for me.
If you consider my children, there's a math English pattern in there, which is really annoying to some people. My children.
But usually only when you point it out.
Yeah. My oldest child.
Use the Great West. She got the other
Oh.
pen out for that.
Yep,
I
one more
wasn't
pen.
even looking at that.
So, my oldest child's name has 4 syllables.
Oh, that's right.
My second child's name has 3 syllables. My third child's name has 2 syllables, and my fourth child's name has 1. And we were looking at names for the...
Had she been a boy, it would have been.
Oh my God, we're
open to
short of cotton
whatever,
square.
But
Hold on. I can do this. I have more cotton towels that have been through more than you really want to know about. Cut a square out of that. Right. You run that over, and I will cut a square. Okay. I'm going to start embroidering again, by the way.
this might be a good way to cycle through tea towels, though.
I know, some of these towels, though, I need to cut the design out of.
Well, yeah, there are a few of them that actually have designs on them.
That were put there by my grandmother, great-grandmother, great-great-grandmother. Alright, so, our next step is to put a little bit of water on this. We're going to cover the egg. Okay, the egg is covered. Camera here, please.
I'm on there.
Okay.
And I've told everyone to stare at the boring eggs in the pan. If they don't like it, they're not fit to watch this channel, so
Okay,
whatever.
we're going to add half a cup of vinegar, white vinegar.
Well,
Get over it, it sets the color.
I know.
Yeah.
It still smells gross.
Do you know, when I say I need to clean the coffee machine tomorrow, he makes arrangements to go out to his mother's.
No, not always.
Or the boat.
I did it last time all by myself.
Did you
You
get the
weren't
small pan?
here.
Yep, that's a small pan. The small pan might not need a whole quarter cup. But, let me do that.
I sucked it up and acted like a big kid. Cleaned the
Look at
coffee
you.
maker with vinegar and water.
I know, right?
Wow.
We have a Keurig, by the way, which I could not live without.
It's friggin' brilliant. Love it. We get the
Okay.
multi-use grind your own coffee, pour it in cups so that we don't pollute everything.
The reusable K-cups. Just to be on the safe side of a half cup in the big pans because they're really big.
So I take it Grace's first science fair project isn't going to be a volcano?
Does that involve? Oh, that would be a vinegar and.
Yeah.
Only if Mommy helps her. Gracie loves her science though. She's been growing crystals.
Mm.
This is Grace's first crystal.
Take it out.
Hmm?
Just,
Take it out. We're gonna do colors next.
hang on. I'm just switching the camera back. There you go. Okay.
Oh wow.
See? It's huge. Trying to get it as big as we could.
And at one point I took too much off the base and it wouldn't stand up anymore. So when it is laying this way, the crystals grow vertically still, not horizontal. So the next one I know better than to do that.
Alright,
We
we're gonna
maybe get it bigger.
boil for 25 minutes and then we'll bring them back over here. We'll let you know when they boil. We'll switch back to camera 2. Alright, next drink is called an AT&T. Having switched from AT&T, I have no hopes for this. Alright, new glasses.
That contains an ounce of gin,
Okay,
an ounce of vodka,
okay.
and 4 ounces of tonic water.
Okay.
So roughly the same size glass.
And this is where, yeah,
This is called Gin and Tonic because I don't actually care for gin. Not.
yeah, we as a general rule around here we avoid the gin.
Alright.
Yeah.
Heck.
Rinse it. Dry it. Okay, so I've got a Doctor Who coloring book. One of those adult coloring books.
You've got like 2 or 3 of them.
The point is, I'm going to take the design out of one and I'm going to embroider it on a tea towel.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so an ounce of plain vodka. Absolute, right? That's the
It does
A-
not specify
It
brand.
does too. AT&T. A. Absolute.
It does not.
All right.
It says 1 ounce vodka.
1 ounce of A. Okay, the one I read earlier said absolute.
It would
because
make sense that it
that's
has
the first
absolute.
A.
However, the recipe itself does not specify that.
That is the actual A. A.
Yeah.
So I found
That's the
this.
smallest bottle of vodka of
I
the
know,
airline
isn't it
bottles I have
super
ever seen.
cute? It's not even an airline bottle. If you
Oh.
go to Total Wine, they have a whole section of Try Me bottles. Now,
Huh.
Absolute is not our favorite vodka. So, I got a Try Me bottle so that we could be true to the recipe. Absolute, Tanqueray. There are many gins, but Tanqueray starts with T. There were these ladies there reading the names and laughing. They were older than me, and I'm old.
Like what, 29?
No, they must have been. They
No,
must
you.
almost 40.
Damn you.
Damn me. I know.
Making me old now and shit.
So, Tanqueray and tonic. A, T, and T. We
You're
should-
gonna do that again?
I should probably use the one I used before, just because.
That would be the easy solution.
That one can sit in the sink.
Or
But easy doesn't always equal fun.
I know,
This
right?
is true.
You wait till tomorrow when we're making that Guinness stew. I just sort of.
That is not easy.
No.
But it's fun and amazing.
And tasty.
Really tasty.
And 4 ounces. Would you be so kind as to chop that with ice?
Oh, yes.
Because we do like our beverages cold.
Chili, baby.
Bobo says it could be a vodka. That way you can use any vodka.
We like Vale vodka.
We do like Veil.
Uh,
It's
We like Sky vodka. Sky does not give you a hanger if you're a vodka drinker.
Well, there you go, because for any of those of you who do role-playing gaming, Bobo is totally a munchkin, so he'll find any loophole.
2 more ounces of tonic. The bubbles die down a little. Yo, baby.
Not necessarily a rules liar, though.
Not
Just
quite.
a munchkin.
Oh, yeah.
Is that him talking right there?
No, but not yet.
Yeah, that was it.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the AT&T. It's very clear.
Mm.
Tastes like I want to renegotiate
He
my
says,
phone bill.
don't hate the player, hate the game for putting it in the rules.
I'm thinking, if AT&T had this for customer service, I might not be on T-Mobile.
Yeah.
Right?
All right.
Their reps would be a lot more mellow.
Straight. All right, our next project involves these already boiled eggs.
Right. Oh, right. We're making.
And shelled.
This is the
And shell, just, you know.
other part.
Want to do deviled eggs first or egg salad sandwiches?
Oh, doesn't matter.
All right.
Oh,
That's
Something's boiling.
bug
Oh, it's that
number.
little one on the
It's
back.
the little
turn,
one.
Turn her down.
Yeah, probably 6-ish, maybe. 3.
You have your choice
Yeah, whatever.
of plain or Dijon mustard. We have the. I swear to God, there's mayonnaise in here.
Should hand me that cheese on top of the fruit there.
I can hand you both for Bruce's leftover lunch. Okay.
So Wes, we found out why Grace comes home with like 2/3 of her lunch uneaten. We had to run
Pay her
some.
bill.
We.
He had to pay her bill.
I had to run some money over to pay what she still owed and get her some more money on her account. I get in there and I hand them the check and they're like, oh good, she's out of money. And you do realize she eats breakfast here like almost every day.
She eats
Some
breakfast
days
at daycare.
she
almost
still
every
has
day,
crumbs
by the way.
from her daycare breakfast on the corner of her mouth.
And she occasionally eats breakfast at home before
Before
going
she goes to
daycare.
No, that's what the kids at my place, they like to try to eat breakfast first at home, then they go to school to eat breakfast.
There's that. But wait. Okay.
So that's because I'm a
Have some
weirdo.
garlic.
Okay.
Alright. Shush it. Do you put pickles in yours?
That reference
Are you
for
being
those
shelled or deviled
for
eggs?
the
What are you
camera
doing
angle
first? What do you like?
not visible.
Oh.
Let's do deviled eggs first.
It's Greek yogurt instead
No
of
pickles.
mayonnaise.
Well,
It is. And
That way I might actually
No.
eat it. As long as
Here's-
there's no pickles or mustard in it.
here's our thing. You're gonna make your kind, which is what most people consider normal.
Yep.
And I'm gonna make my kind, which I cannot find an avocado.
Do we have any on it?
Yes, I bought 2 today.
Oh, you bought 2
Where did I
today.
got?
Avocado?
Avocado. Evergreen. Hold that up. Nope, nope.
Nope, not there.
What's that we got here?
You shouldn't put them in the fridge.
I shouldn't, but there's that possibility. There's mushrooms. Hello? Oh, they went over there.
Behind the rice.
We found the avocado.
Yay, Tupperware. We approve.
Okay. If you like Tupperware, Wes, blatant plug for Tupperware, it's a rice cooker in the microwave.
Huh.
Still takes 20 minutes.
However,
But the cleanup on that thing is stupid easy.
12, 13 minutes. How long has this been cooking? Uh-huh.
Yeah, there's that whole timer thing.
I know.
'Cause
Damn it,
we,
me and
we
my
suck at
timers.
that.
All right. We're going to use these. We're doing deviled eggs, right?
Yeah.
All right.
So
Let's
we want
find
the
some.
good shells.
We want the good ones. All right.
Okay,
Let's.
so you should take the mayonnaise from that side and put it over here. Put
The Faurier.
put the Greek yogurt over there.
Uh-huh. This is all he wants in his. A little
Right.
salt. Okay,
A little
so
salt, some garlic is totally okay, but
let's find 9 eggs that are good for doubling. That's a good one. That's very pretty. 2,
okay.
3.
We're chopping your head off. Sorry.
I am doing it.
4.
I'll let you know in 15 seconds or so if I need to adjust it again.
5. 6. 7. 8.
Well, we can do 10. That way
9.
there's an
Let's do
even
10.
5 for
Let's
both
do
of us.
10.
Yeah.
5 for each. Yes.
There. That's better.
That one.
Yeah.
Alright. We need a short knife
No. Again,
and 2 bowls.
a little
For you, one
knippy.
for me.
Excellent.
Okay. So. Let's do 5. Be gentle with your knife.
Mm-hmm.
Your fingers are on the other side. I should have another knife. I have lots of knives. I'm not unequipped with knives. Dear. 2 forks, please.
Well, if we have that, I'll just.
I think I'm going to modify this drink.
Alright? You can put in it. A little lime juice.
Nope. Give me just a moment to find the proper location.
One, 2, 3.
Ooh.
Oh my.
Now it is an AT-AT.
And add that! That's apricot nectar, just so you know.
Actually, if you're going to call it an AT-AT, I have to ask, did you watch the new trailer?
I have not actually watched it yet.
I have
What
to
the
ask
heck
what
have you
your
been doing?
I know.
sister-in-law has against Star Wars.
Oh, no, she's just,
And
she
then-
doesn't like a lot of the fun stuff that we all do because she sees it everywhere.
Well, it is.
Well, that, and she has a couple of close friends who like to really fangirl over things, so she's not as enthralled with them
I'll be
fair
as
honest.
we
enough.
are. Which
Fair
is
enough.
one reason she's not as keen on Doctor Who as the rest of us.
Oh my.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, because,
Come watch old Doctor Who with me.
yeah,
Nobody fangirls over that except me.
and me. But, well,
Okay, so I'm going to put into this half of an avocado. Or less. I know that's a huge avocado.
you
Let's
might
say.
taste it. I have no idea how long that's been in the fridge. Where's the date on it?
It's okay.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, it's just eggs anyway.
It's egg yolks.
There's
and
there's
vinegar.
about 2 places that I can tolerate mayonnaise being involved. One of them is what I grew up calling a mayonnaise cake. It's a chocolate cake, but instead of some of the water that's normally in it,
Or sour cream.
or sour cream, it has mayonnaise in it.
Huh.
Keeps it stupidly moist, but you don't have the mayonnaise flavor to it. The other place, bizarrely enough, and this broke my wife's brain when I first talked to her about it, is on grilled cheese sandwiches.
Instead of
And I've seen
butter.
people do it the wrong way, where they put butter on the outside and grill that, and then they have mayonnaise and cheese inside. That is not the right way. Instead of butter on the outside of the bread that you grill, you put mayonnaise there. Winds up with a little bit of a sweet flavor to it. It's
Salt
actually really tasty.
and pepper. Our pepper is
push
set a little too heavy. Can you make it more grindy?
Coarser?
Coarser, yeah.
I can't say too much. I mean, I don't do it myself on my own, but my friend did introduce me to putting mayonnaise on pizza. It was actually
Lemon juice.
Mayonnaise on what?
pizza.
Pizza. We had a recipe that we were doing
Cheeseburger pizza.
cheeseburger pizza, and it had mayonnaise and ketchup blended
like
together for the sauce.
I hate ketchup, but I kind of like them.
And I hate mayonnaise, and I still didn't like it. We've modified that recipe to use barbecue sauce instead, and it's way tastier.
I think I'm not.
How coarse do you want it?
More coarse.
All the way coarse?
All the way coarse will be good.
Okay. You gotta hold it, and then just this part twist.
That part twist. Okay.
Not the whole piece.
Okay. Here we are. Wesley has
Is that tastier?
Oh yeah, it was much tastier.
the normal. Yeah, Star Wars is always tastier than AT&T.
Right?
Wesley has the normal. A little bit of mayonnaise, a little bit of mustard. I'm gonna put a little garlic in mine. Because,
Bobo
Yeah.
says she'll gladly watch old Doctor Who
uh-huh.
if she has someone to watch it with that is not fangirling over how cute the Doctor is.
Really,
Which-
the first Doctor was 69 when he started.
Right?
Come on.
Which is pretty easy with old Doctor Who. 'Cause
The next one was
you
about
know,
5'2". No,
you're
it's the story that you're
you're
fangirling
getting
over on
down
that.
to Fifth Doctor.
Tom Baker, he had English teeth.
Yeah, he had English teeth. It wasn't-
Colin Baker was.
Colin Baker
No, Peter
was.
Davison.
Peter Davison was. Yeah,
Okay, let's
that's
give
when
Peter
you
Davison
potentially
props.
start that.
Peter Davison played, in addition to Doctor Who, because let's face it, some doctors have
Typecast.
quit because they didn't want to be typecast. However,
Right.
Peter Davison played.
Granted, he would have made an amazing Doctor for 2-3 seasons, but I understand.
He played Doctor Who. He played All Creatures Great and Small, whatever that doctor was. He played
Doolittle or
no.
oh
He played the younger brother.
okay.
He played no, he was a vet in that story.
Yeah, he was a vet.
He was a vet.
But he was the younger brother
Of the main character?
primary main character
Okay.
there. Yeah.
He played Sherlock Holmes in the most awesome, the one where he was shooting up heroin all the time. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
He played Albert Campion, and I could not think of a better Albert Campion. Oh, I thought of Mike Myers from the first book because I read the books before I watch the series, to be honest. So, yeah, being typecast as Doctor Who is not a thing if you're Peter Davison. But he was cute. Okay. Colin Baker was intended to be a doctor gone wrong. The cutest of the old doctors was probably Sylvester McCoy. He is my absolute favorite because the writing was so incredible.
Yeah.
I really wish, and that was when they ran out of funding and they didn't have a. Yeah, it bothered me because it was just getting
went on a
good, and they ran out of money.
hiatus and yeah.
And Paul McGann was cute. Okay, so Wes's has your normal stuff.
Mayo, mustard,
Mayo,
garlic,
mustard,
salt, pepper.
salt, pepper. You want some vinegar? There's some
Oh, yeah.
vinegar over there.
Put a little bit of pepper.
Okay.
That's what I should do.
Mine has avocado, Greek yogurt, and salt and pepper, and lemon juice. Lemon juice instead of vinegar. Okay, so we'll each fill our eggs, and then we'll each taste one of the other ones. I'll taste yours, you'll taste mine, the world will be great.
That sounds really inappropriate. I'm okay with that.
Says my husband. Do you need allergy something or other?
Oh no.
I always need allergy something or other.
Mostly just something or other.
Shush now.
I just have the very bad habit of choking to death on my own spit. Oh, excuse me.
Okay.
Chelsea's watching.
Hi, Chelsea!
You remember Chelsea West
Yeah.
How's Jackson doing?
from years ago.
Okay. So, apparently what makes these deviled... I don't know what makes these deviled.
A little goopier than normal, but oh well.
Something about the vinegar, which neither of us have used. And a little bit of red on top.
Yep.
So, what would you like as your red? Would you like paprika?
Nope.
Or would you like cayenne?
Neither. I go with curry.
Curry. Oh, I got that too.
I know. I already pulled it out.
Curry sounds good, actually. What do you think, dear? Curry is actually orange, but
Curry in there could be tasty.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do have special dishes for this. but,
Cayenne, or not cayenne.
No. Special dishes for deviled eggs, where the little eggs
What's
sit
the smoky one?
amusingly around.
But no. Allergies to cayenne kind of negates that one.
You're allergic to cayenne?
Yep.
Oh, sad day.
So,
How about Chipotle?
Oh, Chipotle.
Never tried.
Chipotle would be amazing in there with that smoke to it.
Pepper. I'm gonna,
Right?
pull that out.
Well, it's okay. I'm not exactly allergic to cayenne. I'm allergic to capsaicin. That makes all the peppers hot.
I'm doing Chipotle. And you can do, what did you do? Curry.
Curry.
I love curry.
That's how my mom did it. So. Except these guys are probably a little bit soupier than they should be.
Oh
but-
dear, this one broke. When your egg breaks,
You stuff it anyway and hand it to
you
me.
stuff it anyway and glue it together with your spoon. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. You got 2 more to fill there.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you have too much,
And just pour more on top.
make
I
them
know.
more full, damn it.
The eggs that I like look weird because that goo is green instead of yellow.
It's perfect on Halloween, I'm
I
telling you.
don't care. They
perfect.
taste lovely.
On,
You know what
St.
you
Patrick's
didn't put in that you normally do?
what do I normally put in?
A little bit of lemon juice.
I did 2 put in
Yeah,
lemon
Oh, you
juice.
did? Okay.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
The lemon is in place.
I did not
The
see
vinegar,
that.
it gives you the
She
acid.
mentioned it.
It gives you the acidic flavor.
I heard her.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna chipotle on mine. I try not to get it on yours. I do not wish to cause you allergic reaction.
Though we did miss the
Chipotle is a smoky.
Dr. Who's premiere
It was last night. Was
Yeah.
it tonight?
No, tonight.
tonight.
Saturday.
2 hours ago. Me.
No,
Well,
20 minutes ago.
Since-
And if it's on BBC America, it'll play all freaking night. Yo, baby, I
Right.
love BBC America. Okay.
Thank you, PlayStation View.
Woohoo! Alright. You got the cayenne out. Where's that?
Right here.
Right there.
You do
Curry.
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 I like curry.
The curry, I believe, is on the one of the little shelves over there.
There we go.
Cool. You found it.
I
Yeah.
like curry.
Curry's.
I'm not big on hot, but I like the flavor of curry. And it's the sprinkle on top that makes it deviled,
Mhm.
and the vinegar. Oh, just sprinkle, sprinkle,
Yeah,
sprinkle, sprinkle.
a little heavy, but
Okay.
Dear. Sorry to interrupt. What is Henry doing? He's sitting there staring at the water container.
People who have cats. Cats do not like their water in the same place as their food. Because if they've killed something, they store it. They bury it.
Mhm.
And if it goes bad, it will taint their
It will
water,
taint the water.
if it's right next to it. So they like their food
They also do not like their litter box anywhere near
near their
water.
food. Well, that makes sense.
Food or
Yeah.
water. Yeah.
So, the food is up on the landing. The water's over here. They always drink out of the dog's water, even though they had their own water.
Yep.
So we just, I studied
Wait.
it, and they said they don't like their
Whatever.
food and water in the same place. I Googled it, me and Google. And their litter box is out there with the laundry. All right, I'll try yours.
Okay.
You try mine.
Yeah. Again, it's a little bit goopier than I should have. I put.
Can I have one of mine?
You can have one of yours. It's pretty tasty, I can tell you. Wes's is good. I like curry. Curry's a good choice. I might put curry instead of chipotle next time.
The avocado and egg is not quite what I was not the taste I was expecting.
Mostly what I get out of there is the lemon,
Mm-hmm.
and then
I like those.
late in the flavor, I get the hit of the chipotle with the smoke and the heat.
Mm-hmm. I like those, Wes. Very good. All right.
Got to put down the rest of that drink.
Now put down the rest of that drink. Because it's time to make another drink. Our
Oh.
next drink is called Blue in the Face. It involves me putting all this crap away. No, I should leave this out because we're making deviled eggs.
That needs some blue Caraco, doesn't it?
And it needs a blue Caraco.
Okay. And gin. And vodka. And white rum.
I'm
Ooh.
thinking a somewhat larger drink. Somewhat larger glass.
Ounce of vodka, ounce of
Well,
gin,
that's just
ounce of white rum, ounce of blue Caraco,
Goodness.
teaspoon of
Okay.
sugar,
This does not call for,
and 3 ounces
Absolute
of tonic
vodka.
water.
so, in case we need absolute vodka for something later,
I
we're
got
going to use
blue Caraco.
our regular vodka, which is vegan.
And chilled. As it should be.
Right.
Oh,
Just so you know,
here's
Normal people keep their vodka in the freezer.
There's the rum. There's the blue Caraco.
An ounce. Wait a minute. Turn it that way. An ounce. Nope. Turn it that way. An ounce. Shush now. An ounce of vodka. Go read to me.
Oh, okay, I see.
It's a 2-ounce cup.
Yeah, but you're.
Throwing it all over the place.
I normally have the numbers that I'm trying to read toward me, not away from me, but that makes sense. Okay.
You're not as blind as I am.
Huh?
I'm so sorry. So you're not as blind as I am. Not seen my glasses in days because I need the glasses to find the glasses. Okay. An ounce of vodka.
Ounce of gin.
An ounce of
Yeah.
gin.
You're supposed to fill those glasses half full of ice.
Shush now. We'll do that later.
You You,
One. I don't like gin, by the way.
those say they're
One.
done.
Those say they're done. We're gonna
You
pull
come
out.
back here.
We're gonna pull out our do whack it here, which, yeah, that thing.
Colander.
Colander.
The
Or
colander.
Strain stains.
I changed to the other camera. They didn't see that.
All right, no, okay. I'm gonna
It's,
put our colander over here. See there? Our colander. Oh, hello. I've got tonic water everywhere.
well,
Tonic water says shh. All right. Off. Right. Something fell on the floor. I don't know what it is. I'll find it tomorrow. All right.
Take it off to the side.
possibly eggshell. I
Okay.
don't know.
Have you seen this? You see the color bleeding up through this cotton here? Okay.
Because we're not brown to start with.
Almost. They weren't gray. Oh dear, that one fell out. Broken.
What?
Broken a rubber band. That's all right.
Oh.
They're hot. Trying to get them out of here.
You're not just running cold water on it?
I will in a sec.
It's pulling them out of the pan.
I do. Okay.
We don't have a camera on the sink, sorry. If you donate enough, we might be able to get more cameras. We've got another spot from putting another camera in a different spot to get the mixer. Right now we swap camera 2 between the stove and the mixer.
Okay. That's one. Interesting thing. I'm going to give a sec here. Do we have a donate thing for that?
We do.
Okay.
We do have a donate thing.
All right, donate thing. Hold on.
Kick that out of the way.
Our donate thing is mostly for our trips to Total Wine, so that we can try different alcohols with different combinations. Someday.
My apologies to everyone in the chat while I try to remember what the hell my Moobot commands are. There we go. That's the one we're trying to find.
Did you just cuss everybody out by accident? You did, didn't you?
I said hell. So,
Alright.
if you consider hell a cuss word, I apologize. My bad.
Okay, so we've got an ounce of
You're lucky
vodka
I'm not
and an ounce
working
of gin.
words.
What else goes in here?
Ounce of rum.
An ounce of rum. White rum, we have Bacardi. Because, I mean, if you're going to go white rum, go Bacardi. Come on now.
We usually don't do white rum in this house.
No, we do spiced rum. We
do Kraken.
Kraken. We have a drink coming up that calls for Captain Morgan,
But not tattoo.
but not tattoo. We might
Yeah.
do,
Is it at least a spiced Captain
it is
Morgan?
spiced. Captain Morgan is spiced. What's
Well,
next?
Some of them.
1 ounce.
Ounce of blue Caraca.
An ounce of Brew Caraca.
Hence the blue in the face.
That's right. Damn us with our blue. What's next?
3 ounces of tonic water.
1.
No, 3.
No. This
No,
is
this
the
is
blue
Blue
is
Caraca.
1.
The blue is 1.
The tonic water
2.
is 3. You want to try some tonic water?
No.
Daddy thinks it's pretty tasty.
What does it taste like?
Blue.
Quinine.
It tastes like quinine. Quinine's poisonous. You should probably not
If
taste
you
it.
drink too much of it.
If you
much
drink
of
too
it.
much of it.
In small enough doses,
When
it's
take-
lovely for leg cramps.
It is, actually.
And taken in the proper dose, it helps with your malaria symptoms.
Well,
This
yeah.
is true.
That's
you-
why
if
tonic
you
water
have
was put
mala-
together in the first place.
If you have malaria.
I haven't been
3?
anywhere that malaria
3.
is a thing. Yes, 3.
3. Would you please top this with ice?
With ice.
Sir. 1, 2. Nate, would you like a blue in the face?
What is it?
Blue in the face. It is gin,
Right?
vodka,
Blue
rum,
Caraco
blue Caraca,
Daddy, has it been sitting
and
there
tonic water.
and tonic water.
Okay.
It's been sitting there for like 10 minutes
2.
staring at the water. Cat's weird. Whatever.
Yeah.
And
There's not the
3.
water.
And ice.
Hey!
Is there not lime in this? There's not lime in
No.
this. Okay.
Nope, there is not lime in this.
Please.
Sugar. 1
Oh,
teaspoon
no,
of
we need
sugar.
a teaspoon of sugar. Sugar.
Spoonful of sugar.
A spoonful of sugar.
Sugar helps the medicine go down.
What they say.
Yeah, there was that over there. All right. Oh, the children would like
Wait,
a blue in the face. Hold on.
We'll pick up the lid for the
Hold on,
sugar
hold on.
container later.
Hold on,
Don't
hold
worry
on.
about it. It'll be
Okay,
okay.
so there's. Wait a minute.
Oh,
Where'd the
I put
vodka
them
go?
away. Sorry.
This is in color.
I was ahead of the game.
It's pretty.
Right.
It's called nude. Thank you.
It's shiny.
Fish.
Okay.
It's like you just have skin all the way.
1.
Maybe I'll put sparkles on top.
1. And
Is that licorice crap?
1. No, it
No,
is not.
no. We would not drink liquor.
1. It's gin.
We have tried the various
And-
licorice flavored
Wait.
imbibements.
There's a lid in my way.
We
There's no
usually
lid in your
avoid them
way.
from
And-
now because that's
1. 1. And hold still.
Oh, so for a quick break, I saw my friend Brandy was watching. If you're still watching, I hope you're enjoying the show.
What stinks? It's eggs. No, it's eggs.
What
Well,
happened to the cool design?
I know.
hold on. Those fell apart.
I see.
They're gonna be egg salad sandwiches.
Those are gonna be egg salad sandwiches. Yes. Okay. Ice,
Oh,
Sir.
sorry.
please.
I have some other stuff on the-
Okay. So, if you're not sure about an alcohol and you're a Total Wine, they've got a whole section of little cute things. Just enough for the drinks you're making.
How much is this?
Oh, jeez, no.
Bigger than the
That
shots, but
was
you don't need to worry
$4.99,
about
bigger than the
whole bottle
$2.99
to carry
shots,
around.
but smaller than the $16.99 whole bottle. So that was like $6.99. Yeah, not bad. This,
Go hike
is called-
take a hike and drink some
Take a
vodka.
campaign.
yeah. Oh, they have some that actually look like flasks. Too cute. Okay, blue in the face.
Oh, Jesus
And for
Christ.
Sybil and any of my
I think you forgot to give
other
us a beer
resistance
glass.
friends watching,
Did you put
No,
the
it's
sugar
not.
in there?
lovely blue.
Oh no, I didn't put sugar in any of
Oh.
them. Oh my God, everybody
You-
needs sugar.
I
Give
thought
me
you
your
put
drink
sugar in
back. I
yours.
didn't put any
Oh.
sugar in anybody.
So tart.
You
I
pulled it
didn't
out.
think it was half bad without the sugar.
One
Damn.
for you.
I'll take my comment and wait a few more moments.
One
Yeah,
for
so
you.
let's stir this.
Yeah, just find a stir thing. Find a
Just straw.
A stick.
yeah. Get a whole thing.
Upstairs.
Wait. One of
Not
those.
even a drink, it's like a shot, a giant shot.
It is a giant shot. Yeah. One of those. One of those. Okay.
What the heck?
Ew!
What?
Where did that even come from?
That's disgusting.
I already did.
Okay. Alright, we're good. Alright. Teaspoon of sugar is apparently essential. Because yours has the same as mine does. It's just
Okay, now it's not as bad.
Can I have more sugar?
you have more sugar.
Yeah.
That's my
Kind of tastes like a trash can.
No.
Similar to a trash can. Almost.
I don't know.
A little bit.
I don't feel energy out of this. It's kind of good.
Does all trash cans have blue Caraco?
Yes. A blue Caraco and a Red Bull.
Yeah. That's what this is missing is a Red Bull. Then it would be a trash can.
That's just good.
Well, no, there's probably more miscellaneous alcohols in a trash can
Well,
than
that's
just
why
like
it's called
the
a
two.
trash can.
Yeah.
We've got like 4 or
Point.
5 alcohols in here. 4?
4. Was
Gin.
it? Oh,
Throw in a
Ting.
trash can.
Gin, vodka.
It tastes
Rum
like a grape.
shows you how
rum.
much attention I'm paying. I'm
It
just
Blue
does have a bit of
Caraco.
a
What's
grapefruit
Blue
flavor
Caraco?
to it. I won't
It tastes like
disagree
a
with that.
grapefruit.
Is Blue Caraco tequila?
No, Blue
it's-
Caraco is a citrus. It's an
No,
orange
it is.
liqueur.
It is.
Liqueur.
It is.
orange.
It is tequila. It's
It is
flavored
tequila. It's in the tequila aisle.
But it's orange.
It's flavored
Flavored.
tequila. My brother
Right.
likes to buy Blue Tarantula. Or, no, never mind. That's Blue Tarantula I'm thinking about. The
Yeah.
Tarantula.
Yes.
Yeah, Blue
Tarantula.
Caraco is an orange
Yeah.
liqueur
I was
Not
thinking
sure
of
of
Tarantula.
Why is
Blue
it blue?
tarantula is the only reason I'll
Because they
drink
wanted
Red
to
Bull.
make it blue.
It's diluted.
Spider bites.
Spider bites. Oh yeah, those are pretty good.
Here's
Oh,
the
yeah.
thing
Those are good
about
with
why
rock
I
stars.
don't drink Red Bull. Because when I was young, which was a really long time ago,
5 years.
Bull blasters were a thing. Have you ever had a bull blaster?
Goddamn fucking
Yeah.
bull blaster.
A bull blaster is a Red Bull and
Mom, can I eat one of these eggs?
Jägermeister?
I think so.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, it
something
is.
like that.
That's
Yeah.
all it is.
Not
A
pleasant.
shot of Jaeger and you pour a Red Bull on top and they charge you $9 goddamn dollars
That's how much trash cans are.
and it tastes
There's
Well,
Why-
sometimes.
and it
Depends where you
tastes
go.
It tastes like
exactly
frickin'
like
cop
Robitussin.
service.
It
Cup
tastes
syrup.
precisely
It's gross.
like Robitussin.
Yeah.
And I was like, I paid $9 for
a shot of
Robitussin.
Have you ever had
Robitussin.
a what is it? A Washington apple?
I love
It's like
those.
I forgot what it's mixed with.
Which one are you-
It's going to be an apple pucker and
What is
a
it?
vodka of some kind. It's
Yeah.
probably
Where's
actually an
the
apple
Dr.
teeny.
Pepper?
They just serve it in you like a glass like this
What is the
with shit
filling?
from ice.
Which one did you have?
No avocado.
Okay.
Try Wes's. It has curry.
I don't like egg yolk.
What?
Well,
Egg yolk. The
That's-
yellow part.
that's a challenge
We need to-
for anything
we need to
make
involving
golden eggs.
deviled eggs.
Do you have any pantyhose?
I beg your pardon.
Pantyhose? I want to make golden eggs. You put like
You put an egg in a
and then you
pantyhose.
spin it really fast, and then it breaks
It,
the
like,
yolk
makes-
inside the egg, and then you boil it. So it mixes
All
the yolk and
mixed together.
There you go.
because I don't really like eating the yolk by itself, but I don't mind the
But
yolk
it's
taste.
fine if it's in a
Like,
scrambled.
yeah,
form.
like a scrambled
Yeah.
form. But it's still
Seems
hard boiled.
legit.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna make
It's like
egg salad
Egg
sandwiches.
slad sandwiches.
I wonder if you could do that
Slads.
for egg salad sandwiches. Is just do that twist.
Egg salad sandwiches are what you do with your eggs that break.
Cool.
And you
Yeah.
can't make.
That you
deviled
can't make
eggs out of.
deviled eggs with because.
But if you don't have enough
ugly and
yolk
gross.
for the egg salad sandwiches, then it's not good. Too much egg whites. That's all
What did we
mayonnaise
just
is.
make?
Yeah.
Deviled eggs.
So we did double
No,
eggs.
the drink.
Oh, the drink. That's
Blue in
the.
your face.
That's
Blue in
the
your
last
face.
drink, right?
Yeah.
That was
You guys
just
make-
miscellaneous.
you guys
3.
Jeez, is the last one?
Well, 4. So we start with a beer.
Start with a cardinal.
Start with a beer. A carbon. And then we made something
That's that
called.
big drink that you guys drink. the
Yeah.
Curdled milk.
Then,
With the curdled beer.
then we did an absolute limousine.
Yeah,
An absolute limousine, which is absolute vodka and
Lime juice.
lime juice. About
And
all
it's
it's in.
pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Pretty tasty.
And now we made an AT&T, which is absolute Tanqueray and tonic.
And then Jed
And
added
And then
a
we
little
modified
more.
it to an AT-AT. By
We
adding
acted-
apricot.
And added by adding apricot
Apricot what? Like just
nectar,
the fruit?
the currants, apricot nectar. And this is a blue in the face. And now we're going to make some egg salad sandwiches.
Throw some vodka in there.
And then we're gonna
Don't tempt me.
then we're gonna worry about our eggs when we're done.
Well, that's an acidity to it.
Yeah. Hang on, we need just some things. Some beat these damn eggs up.
I want to see what these eggs turn out as.
Have an egg.
I want to see if it
Everything.
actually has a tie-dye on it.
Oh.
I know, right? Those fell out of the tie-dyes. But we'll see.
I'll cut these guys up so they'll a little bit easier to smash up.
Whatever, you beat them up enough, they smash up.
You don't have a
And-
egg slicer?
And again,
My wife relieves her aggression by making egg salad sandwiches.
Wesley's making a traditional egg salad sandwich with like mayonnaise and mustard and crap. And I'm
Look
making
at this magic.
The weird crap that Chad eats.
oh, yeah. I'm making one of those things for people who don't like mayonnaise or mustard or vinegar.
Okay, better.
Look,
Or
see?
better. I know what I have.
You want to have one what?
The
One of
egg
those egg
slicer things with the little wires.
Yeah, that takes all the fun out of it.
It's called a pastry knife.
No, it's like made for eggs. It's like
But just
Oh,
shaped
no,
like
don't worry
an
about
egg.
those.
They're single, they're unitaskers. We don't.
yeah.
tend
We
to-
didn't, we're Alton Browners.
They're just,
No, pastry knives are good
So how do
for
you get it all? Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
using a pastry knife for it wouldn't be a bad approach. but
pastry knives are good for pastries, pie crust,
scones,
scones,
tannies.
tannies. They're essential for tannies, by the way.
It had this
Required
little
there.
cheese block,
He loves his
this cheese
tanny.
cutter block, and I loved it.
And then
eggs with the cheese.
they're good for eggs. I'm flipping eggs all over the counter for no apparent reason. No, it's okay. I need about half of this because we've only got 4 eggs in here. 6 eggs, 4 eggs. Help me.
Four.
God,
Are these done?
would you look at the size?
Are these done?
Yeah.
Those are done. They need cold water. They need to be.
That's a
They need to be
heck of a
touchable.
pit for an avocado.
I know. Would you look at
Good
the size?
Lord. It's like,
Okay, if you wish to grow avocados, you do not live in Washington because it's not nearly warm enough here.
ever.
You stick a knife in both ends, and you stick a toothpick in each of those cuts you just made,
Yep.
and you put the lower half in water. And one day, it takes like months. Serious, it takes months. That lower half will start growing roots, and the upper half will start growing
An
thingies,
actual plant.
things at the top,
Eventually it'll get leaves.
leaves, and then it'll grow all over your house. You have to keep it inside because if you're not in California, avocados won't make it.
Not warm
Or
enough to
Texas.
survive.
Or Texas, or Florida, or
Anywhere warm.
Pretty
Your-
much anywhere.
your sister called me
south
today
of 30
and
more.
told me that it is strawberry season in Florida, and I'm like,
Not even June.
it's
even
no,
close
it's
yet.
blackberry season.
Oh,
Well,
I
I
was like,
said,
Not even
I
close.
have wild blackberry bushes in my backyard,
Damn it.
and they are just now getting a little bit green.
They're starting to bud out.
Her blackberry bushes
Are putting fruit out
are
already.
putting fruit out.
Good lord.
Okay. I'm gonna put the avocado in there. I'm gonna put this lemon in there. Hello, lemon. Did I put away the yogurt?
You put away what?
Yogurt? Greek yogurt.
Yogurt?
Oh,
Possibly.
no, it's over there.
It's over there.
I didn't touch it.
Okay, man.
Wow.
Kelby wins. Okay. So, Wes is making normal egg salad. I'm making egg salad for people who do not like mayonnaise or mustard or vinegar. And-
hot.
Which is okay because I like food.
Food is
Hello?
Patch it.
I like food.
Oh.
Yes, I like my food, y'all. We like our food here.
Food is tasty and delicious, and yes.
And I've counted my calories, and this doesn't count. Just so you know. None of this counts. I would put some, yogurt, garlic. We need garlic.
I didn't have lunch today, so
One
these
of my
drinks
children,
totally count for me.
one of my
But,
things,
you know,
one of my children think there's such a thing as too much garlic. I don't know which children.
weirdos.
I know,
Not actual
right?
children.
Okay.
They're not my children. They
Wannabe
take after their father
children's-
because, you know, there's no such thing as too much garlic.
Well, I suppose if you were putting garlic in
Garlic
a
loves her garlic.
carrot cake,
Grace likes
there
actual.
would be too much garlic.
Really?
However,
Okay, if you put garlic in carrot cake, there might be too
Okay,
much.
there are things that garlic does not go
There are
in.
things that
Right,
garlic
yeah.
goes in and things that garlic
Now we're
doesn't.
talking about
Doesn't go.
bacon.
Bacon goes with almost everything. Yeah.
definitely goes with caramel.
Oh my god. Caramel covered. Pepper?
And donuts.
Alright, put some in.
Okay. Are you doing your
You did, I
curry?
could see it.
I never really had that.
I normally don't put curry in the egg salad sandwiches because it's more for everybody to eat.
It's decorative.
It's decorative. Yeah, curry's pretty. Okay. My darling,
We do have paprika
Right.
if you'd like.
if you get us some bread
It's good Bohemian
or
smoke.
bread types, look in the fridge.
What now?
Bread.
Bread?
But you know, you got a sandwich, you can
The
eat
bread
bread.
isn't in the
As
fridge.
what?
Bread's right.
Okay. There might be some stuff in the fridge that passes for bread. I don't know.
What are
Well,
they?
there's some flatbreads in there. But
Amber,
those are,
Pumpkin seeds.
yeah,
Pepitas.
Not.
pepitas.
Pepitas.
Oh,
Pepitas.
They're
Pumpkin seeds are way bigger than that.
no,
What?
no, those are totally pumpkin
Those
seeds
are
that have been
actually
roasted.
pumpkin seeds.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
When you roasted pumpkin seeds?
Do they get bigger after you roast them?
No.
No.
These are just like
Those
like a
are
smaller
from
pumpkin.
smaller
Yeah.
pumpkins.
Oh.
Okay. Bread for you.
Alright.
Woohoo!
And you want a sandwich?
Maybe like half of one.
Okay.
made with Greek yogurt.
You want the Greek yogurt one?
I know.
You
Yeah.
don't? You want
I'll
Wes?
make my own
You want one and a half? You want no? Wes is
Wait,
has
you need a
mayonnaise.
normal one.
mayonnaise and
Then
what
you
else?
want one of
Mustard.
Western.
Just a normal
Mustard.
Mustard. And what else?
Eggs.
A little bit of salt and pepper.
Eggs.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll take one of that.
Yeah, see?
Okay.
A whole or half?
I want the avocado.
We'll do a half
Okay.
Not too
because I ate quite a bit of that sweet and sour chicken and had chili today.
So you have a bird
So-
stomach.
Who knew that
I just need more alcohol.
More out.
Who knew that Chicken Helper? I didn't know there was Chicken Helper until last
Oh
week.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Love that crap.
How did it taste?
Made
Sweezy.
sweet and sour.
Greek yogurt?
Mm-hmm.
I love
And
it.
it's,
It's not bad.
I will, being someone who
Yeah,
does
well,
not like the normal
yeah,
vinegar
well,
flavor involved
topping.
in sweet and sour anything,
Look at this
There
girl.
you go.
She
That-
never needs more.
is actually
You know what this
edible.
means, Mom?
I could eat
What's this
mean?
salt
The
and
chi-
vinegar chips all
Oh,
day.
go get some.
The smell
All
of
the good
them
stuff?
makes me want to vomit.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well,
On the door. They're in the
I've
door.
learned to control that to a certain point
In the door.
because
Door.
my wife
Door.
and this one both adore them. But yeah, the smell.
Okay, this is
if we're on the boat,
vinegar and what?
salt and vinegar chips.
Oh,
No,
okay.
that's some dill pickles.
If they
Yeah,
are
pepper
on the
relish.
boat, they
Relish.
can get away with it because there's enough air movement
Oh,
that it
relish,
keeps it
I see.
flushed
Relish.
out
Dill
really
pickle
well.
relish.
Is it just the vinegar? Not just
The
salt?
vinegar. If we are in a car
You're okay, right?
driving from like here to Seattle,
I drink a lot of
it is not allowed.
Take Wes home soon.
See, that's like me and bananas.
Just gross.
I cannot stand bananas.
Oh,
That's like my worst. Just I cannot deal with even just the smell of it.
So, I'm adding dill pickle relish to
I hated
mine.
it when my mother made
do
banana
that?
bread.
Yeah, I'm doing
She'd
that.
make like
Added it to
12 loaves
Kelby's.
in one night.
Jeez.
So
Don't
she'd
touch
bake
him
like
because
4
dill
hours
pickles.
straight, and
Dill
Involved.
pickles are
Banana
gross.
bread.
Dill
They
pickles
involve
involve
dill
4 days.
dill
and vinegar.
and vinegar.
Too much bread.
When I make-
Blah.
When I
Well, she
make
bought one of the thread machines,
fish, he doesn't want dill.
and she would
Or
just go
pickles.
at it.
Yeah.
Well, I prefer
It's like
sweet
cheese.
relish over dill
Like she
relish
made like 20
myself,
loaves of bread
but
a week.
sweet relish in my tuna fish. Oh,
Yeah, why did you eat that
The
much bread?
whole pickle is just not okay with me. If I'm gonna consume a cucumber, I want it sliced. Not pickled first, just sliced.
Wes and I are gonna trade half
And
of
that's-
sandwiches.
And that's if I consume it.
There you go.
You're starting to look white in the face, not blue in the face.
Oh, it's white in the face. I don't know what you're talking about.
Not bad. Yeah. Not that bad at all.
What
The
is
dill
that? What is
does
that
give
show
it
with the
an
guy
interesting
that
flavor.
he dyes? That guy's pool blue.
Oh, that movie?
Disney movie.
Have you seen
Oh, we've heard about it before.
Private Benjamin?
No.
No, there's this Disney movie and
They dyed Ellen Brinson's face blue.
no, there's this movie and it's like this agent or whatever.
It's like music agent or acting
No.
agent or something like
No,
that.
it's just like one of those agent like
It's not
movies, and it's a Disney movie, and he's like busting this guy
Okay.
that like stole his idea, and
Oh,
so he dyes his whole pool blue since it looks like water.
Yeah.
And he takes a swim.
Agent Banks.
Agent Bates.
Banks.
Banks.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
that
there's-
Disney
yeah.
movie.
Agent
There you go.
Cody Banks.
That's what
Yeah.
that's called.
Alright.
Agent Cody Banks.
Cody Banks. Yeah,
Cody
there we
Banks.
go. That's it.
Oh
That's
yeah,
the
that
one.
was
Was
the
it
guy
from Malcolm in
from
the Middle?
Kid from Malcolm in the Middle. Alright,
Frankie
guys,
Muniz.
Damn it, Kelby, for making me know that movie.
we are gonna unwrap an
That
egg or
movie's
two.
funny.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just dye the whole blue, and he freaks
Eh,
out.
it's
Yeah.
not bad. It's not good.
It's still an egg.
It's not.
It's an egg.
Is this your first try at this?
It's our first try at this.
Okay, so you looked it up and you're like, oh, I should try this.
Well, yeah, that's how things go.
That's how
Right.
things go. Uh-huh. Let's see what this does. Let's try this.
That is the methodology.
I feel like most
For
of the people
this
that make
show
these type of things are
specifically.
like BSers, and they're just like, oh,
No, we're totally Sers.
if I
If
find
it works, cool. If it doesn't work, cool.
Totally shitters.
Oh.
Right?
That's not bad. That's kind of
Hey,
pretty.
that's not too bad.
We're supposed to make these cool.
Those are just the ones
Those are
that
the
were.
ones that were.
Those are the ones that escaped. All right, let's try one of those. That's
Whoops,
cool.
my bad.
Oh, there we go.
Well, there are some that actually got
Where's
out of
some-
the coverings.
Cold water on these.
Yeah, I
Oh
guess.
no,
The band's broke.
the band's broke.
Yeah.
Okay, here's an egg.
That was just has more color on the top. So.
Oh, that's pretty.
I like
Oh.
that one.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, that's
Oh,
got
yeah.
a little pattern
That's
on it.
cool.
Wow.
That's
convinced now.
nice.
Yeah.
That was,
Yeah,
that was
okay.
impressive.
This could work if you were sober. Uh-huh.
But it takes half the fun out of it.
Right?
Damn straight.
At least half
I
of
know,
them.
right?
Maybe
Half
more.
or more. Sorry. Oh, hey, look at the polka dot one. Let's try this one.
Coconut?
Polka dot.
Oh.
Eh. Oh, right there. That
That's
could
cool.
that could have been pretty. That could have been real
That
pretty.
could have worked really well.
That could have been that. Okay, pull that.
I feel like you would have to like wrap it really tight around.
I know.
I,
We're not
I
good at
suspect that's what the key here is you gotta get it
Our
really
rubber
tight
bands
on
broke.
Yeah,
there.
and like just tight.
Oh,
or-
look at this.
Whoa.
Look at that.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's pretty. That's got pattern on it. That's nice. Only on half though. It's only gonna be on half. Bring this over here.
Oh, you're right.
There you go. There you go.
So now we got to figure out how to cut out egg-shaped shapes out of the ties.
I know, right? I'm doing bad things. in
You
the
gotta know your
sandwich.
geometry here.
Oh,
Doesn't have to be an egg shape.
that's a pretty one.
A little runny at some parts, but yeah, that still
Oh,
looks nice.
that's nice. Okay. Henry,
I feel like you should have like rubber band them at the top. or something.
we did.
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
We did.
Oh, this one like broke.
A lot of
Uh-huh.
them broke.
Lots
The
of
heat-
them.
The heat broke.
This one did not break, so. Oh, look
Ooh.
at that. That's a nice one.
It's crazy how it still stayed white in some parts.
Uh huh. Well, that's the part where the
It just
folds
didn't-
are.
Yeah.
Yeah, where everything falls together with the rubber band, that
Oh,
spot
look
won't have
at
any
that.
contact
Yeah.
with silk,
Some of these are really
so it
pretty.
will most likely be white.
Oh.
Or the
God.
creases.
I like this one.
I like that one. I like this one. This one has pattern. This one has, yeah. Okay. And when you're taking them
Right.
apart, if you pull hard enough,
Yeah, they all broke.
Yeah, pretty much.
look at this though.
Maybe like use like
This. Look at that right there.
like a
Stronger rubber bands.
like a hemp or something
No,
like
we're
that.
supposed to use
Of
like
course, I dropped one.
Something like a
Where's
rope.
your-
Mhm.
some
We can look at
tire.
the dollar
No,
store
you
for
have to
Some
use silk,
twist
because
ties,
silk
yeah.
releases the dye.
I'm talking about
No,
the
the
tie.
ties.
The
tie
tie.
it
The
up.
rubber bands.
Like
things
use
we
like
pulled
hemp
them
or something
together
like
with.
that. Something that won't
Like a rope.
Yeah.
Oh my.
shrink and
Ooh.
break
Look at
or
that.
expand and break.
Wow.
That's a pretty one. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, looky here.
That one's
Look
pretty.
at that. That one
That one's
stayed
pretty cool.
together. That one's
Oh, nice.
That one came out good with the lines.
Okay. What do
How
you
many
think,
different
Grace?
ties did you do?
We did 10 different ties. That one's pretty.
This one like fused to the egg. Or no, there's like a
It's
string.
the rubber
Oh
band probably.
my. Look at this. This one had
It's just
colors.
because it's strong.
Whoops, hello. This one had lots of colors.
Mama, you broke it.
It's okay though, because it can still be hunted for tomorrow, right?
Or even.
Oh yeah, because then you have
So
when
Oh,
we jump.
Gracie.
Bubba would be curious as to what would happen if we rolled them in the tie
Ooh.
instead of tying
No,
it like
look
we
at
did.
Oh.
this.
Oh.
That's pretty.
Crazy.
Look at that.
Yay!
Oh my. Look at all those
Bubbles
lines.
not supposed to be making sense like that.
Look at all
Right?
those lines.
Ooh,
Those,
yeah.
those are pretty.
Whoa. Okay, that
Hello.
one's cool.
Oh my.
Mama.
Oh my goodness. This must have been one of them
They all
floral
look the
things.
same
Mom, you're
color.
like
Yeah.
the rainbow stamp lady. Have you seen that lady?
Did you?
I have
With
not.
the sponge
no,
stamp.
no, she's
Oh
like
my.
she's like the person off
Hold
South
on,
Park
hold
where
on.
they're like selling the rings or whatever. And look at this that we have.
Look
$2
at
million.
Amazing.
So, those of us who are doing this have not seen these damn things. Oh my. That's a pretty
Mama,
one.
I'm closing
Mhm.
it for you.
Yes,
Is it
ma'am.
full? Is it full yet?
Yeah.
Ooh, I
Oh.
like that one.
Oh. I like
Bubba
that one
says,
too.
so yeah, kind of like roll them instead of doing the nest
Awesome.
and
Bring
putting
me
the
more.
rubber band on it.
Bring memo.
Alright.
Okay.
We definitely need to
Here we
pick some brighter colors.
We need
Yeah,
brighter.
brighter, more
Gentlemen,
higher contrast. would
You
be good,
need uglier ties.
right?
I have
Because-
no ties. Wait, no, I have one tie.
Screw ties. Ties are for
Right over
chumps,
Who said this?
Ties are nooses.
Yep.
right?
Ooh.
Ties are nooses in reverse. They just hang down instead of hanging
Oh,
up.
that's a pretty one.
Alright.
That one was one of the squares.
All right, I'm gonna pull out.
I'm sorry, Bubba, but you know,
Guys,
such is life.
check this puppy out.
I asked if Bubba was drunk as well, and he said sadly. That is very sad.
Oh, that's
Says,
pretty.
yeah, just got the girls to bed and have to be up in a few hours
Yep.
for work.
Who's still watching?
Hello, Henry Butt.
Henry, but
Who's still watching?
Bobo's still up. And
Bubba?
Bobo and I think Simonoid.
Bobo, Simonoid.
Oh my goodness, would you look at that?
Oh wow.
I'm doing
That's a
Do we have any
beautiful.
unnamed?
Grace.
At least one.
At least one unnamed? Okay.
Okay, guys, come on now.
Earlier we did have Princess Vanilla.
Okay.
I suspect that's Chelsea, but she managed to
Oh,
get signed.
Oh, look at
Oh,
this!
Mad
That's
Genius.
Tom.
This
just
is
popped in.
gorgeous.
Is that Tom Lentz?
No,
Can I see, Mama?
Look,
Tom
Grace.
Mart.
Look at that egg.
Oh,
Isn't
Tom
that
and Cat.
beautiful?
Okay,
Yeah.
Tom and Cat.
cool. Welcome. Have
Tom and
fun.
Cat.
Almost close to
Look at
Clover.
this. Look at this.
Oh, that one's
I
nice.
apologize
Wow.
that you're just now getting here and not having been able to watch it from the beginning. It will be on YouTube later.
Well, that was a
so-
good tie, I gotta
or
tell you.
Twitch, whichever.
No, I
Right there, there's a. Oh my goodness,
You hold
these are
it?
gorgeous.
It's not a Claudia.
Ready?
Ooh, whoa.
Oh my.
So Christina has suggested doing 2 layers
Oh.
of white cotton cloths
Look,
2
Mom.
layers of cotton? That's pretty.
and color the inner layer of cotton.
Oh my god!
your
What
own?
did that look like? This is
Here.
gorgeous. Look at this.
Here, color that.
Anymore.
I know, this
First,
tie is totally black now because all the colors on the egg.
color the first layer of cotton on your own, and then wrap it in the cotton.
Oh.
Dear heaven, these are pretty. Grace, what do you think of these eggs? Have you
This
seen them?
one didn't
Ready?
Das
so much.
wunderbar.
That's very pretty though.
Last one.
Last one. Are you ready? Are you ready? There's the cotton. Oh, and that was a pretty
Pastry.
tie. That was a pretty tie. Ready? Set. Ooh,
Ooh!
Some pinks made it through.
look at that. Some blues. And a little bit of pattern. Look at that
Yeah.
paisley right there. Right on the end. See? Isn't that pretty?
Yay!
That's a beautiful egg. Okay. Wesley will be taking these home,
Okay.
hiding them Easter Bunny style.
Uh-huh.
Here we have what we're left with for our fabrics.
Yeah.
I suspect that if we had something to tie these with other than Grace's 500 for $1 elastic ties.
So, for anyone watching this, this is Jed. My normal standard Twitch ID is Novikov01. If I do start broadcasting other than the normal baking that Georgie does, or baking or cooking that Georgie does, it
Not that
would
kind of
most
baking.
likely be Mass Effect Armageddon, because that's what I happen to be playing right now. I haven't decided whether or not I want to actually Twitch that, because I can be a bit anal on some of this stuff, and it bugs me, but I haven't figured out how to deal with that, so...
Or string the clicker games.
Okay, so they're drier now, and oh my
Oh.
goodness. Look at these things.
How's it better?
Those are pretty. So,
That one's pretty.
You might have to bring it up to the camera more.
Oh,
A lot more.
the
Yeah, get it closer.
is that better? Drop
It's
it.
kind of delayed, so we won't be able to
15
tell for a
seconds.
second.
Oh.
these are awesome. Oh my
Showing off
god.
legs.
Would you look at this one that Wesley has?
Where's the one that has the pigs?
Wesley going a
That's
little
what
bit
I
more.
heard.
Oh.
What? Going to more? Yep.
Guys.
Like towards towards Georgie more.
Look at these.
Yeah.
These eggs are
Very good.
beautiful. So worth
Granted.
it.
Follow the camera.
Granted, this is...
Oh.
So worth 30 cents
Yeah,
because you
not-
get 3 for a tie,
Most
right?
people that
For
are
at a
watching
buck.
this, it's going to be
A tie.
$1.09, yeah,
Yes.
something
Yeah.
like that.
No, look at this.
I
Look
was
at
saying
this.
his
40
egg was like
Look
all
at
the way
that.
over here when he was.
Yeah.
Because seriously, these are beautiful eggs. They are not the pattern you saw on the tie.
Whoa.
They are beautiful though. Look at that. Come on now.
Lisa
These are
says the
gorgeous.
colors are showing up well on camera.
Yeah.
A little
Look
bit
at
lower
this
than
one
that.
shows pattern. Look at that. It's got
Wow.
lines in it.
Lower.
Oh,
This
that's
puppy.
pretty cool.
There you
I
go.
think that was-
Yeah, that
Yeah.
has lines in
I think
it.
that's the coolest one.
Isn't that cool?
No, it has dots too. if you
It
look
has
at
dots. It has everything. When you're paying $1 a tie and getting 3 eggs out of a tie, that's 33 cents.
And it doesn't matter what the name brand on the tie happens to be.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh my God, look at this. This is incredible.
You should have did some like rainbow ties.
Yeah.
The ties were okay. There was
Where
a
did you go?
really
Valley Village?
incredible. I went to Valley Village, and Jen
Okay.
went to Global.
What's global?
Global's the one down here.
Early.
They're the ones that train the immigrants
Okay.
to drive and speak English and do things. I love them. So we went to Global. We went to Valley Village, and seriously, look at this. Look at this.
Lower.
Probably more that way.
What
Yeah,
is
there
it?
you go. That's good.
Toward you? Toward me?
No, you're.
You just need more, I guess, lighting like from that direction. instead
Look
of-
at
Yeah,
that.
we may
There
need more
is an
backlight.
That's
absolute
what I meant. Like,
Oh.
paisley mark
Like coming
right
towards you.
there. That's
What?
beautiful.
it's
Hang
like
on,
right
hold
on
it
top
there.
of you.
Other than
There's so
that,
much shading.
Quit moving it. Let me try.
other than that, the
This.
colors.
There you go.
Look at the colors. Look at these colors.
Oh my God, Mom.
Seriously.
Have you seen the video of that stamp lady?
Nope.
I'm gonna send you the link to it,
I don't want to see it.
and you send exactly
Look
right.
at that.
Watching Stamp.
It's incredible.
It's this video that's been going around on Facebook, and it's this old lady, and she's like on this like old TV show. Like,
It's all
I'm an old lady
Quit
on an
watching
old TV
videos
show.
right now.
Look at me.
Old.
I am an old lady on an old TV show.
But she's got like these like cards, and she's got these stamps that she dips
More
into
like,
ink, and she
more like, this is what
freaks
you
out.
need when you go on the United Airlines.
Oh, and this is how you end up, this whole cracked one right here. This
I
is
am
you
so-
after United Airlines.
So naive. I don't know why they had Kelby hand that to me.
No,
I didn't hand anything to him.
This,
You did.
No.
You
I
handed me
did
that
not.
half a sandwich.
I
You
didn't
did
do
it.
anything.
look at this. This is beautiful.
It has
This is
pickle
a
in it.
beautiful
I
egg.
ain't gonna touch that shit.
So, come
Sorry.
on now. We spent,
I thought it was for you.
what did you
My bad.
spend on ties?
I spent $13 total.
I spent $9 total. So, $22 total. And
That's a lot for ties.
36 eggs.
36
How many
eggs
times
out
did
of
you
the.
get though?
You could have got more from the
We got,
egg dye kid.
$20
No.
on it.
But look at
But you
these.
won't get a
Yeah.
pattern
but
like
you don't
this
get
out of egg
this.
dye.
You don't get this.
It
So,
just- it won't happen.
You
You
get
get the shrink wrap plastic.
you don't get
Right.
this. Look at this. Oh, this has pattern in it. I wonder which tie this was, because this is pretty. So, you get these ties. You get 2 of these, 18 packs of eggs. And what's a gallon of vinegar these days?
Tell me
And we
about it.
use-
Buck and a half, maybe.
Yeah, and we used this much.
Like stupid.
Uh-huh. And we boiled these things, and they're so pretty. And we used cotton. We used an old cotton t-shirt and an old cotton towel.
A cotton t-shirt that's probably 12, maybe 15 years old.
The cotton towel is well older
From
than that
Costco.
because I inherited it. So,
Now it's chopped up.
and look at this. Look at this. Good God, these are beautiful. Look at this one. It's got this has
If I can grab
this has
I think
texture.
this one's pretty
Stupid,
cool.
I can't pick it up.
This
one.
has texture. Look
Red.
at this puppy.
America.
Merca.
For
Merca. Yeah,
Need more
these
pickles?
are gorgeous. I love these eggs. I
And
like
potato
this.
jar. You might as well
No.
just put a whole pickle and throw it on there.
Lisa says if she had known, she has a 13-gallon bag of Michael's old ties.
Oh my God, Lisa!
If
I'm
they're
going to
silk-
you next year instead of the Value
If they are
Village.
silk, that would work amazingly.
right.
If they're
Yeah.
anything
Remember,
other than silk, man.
Check to make sure they're silk, because there were some gorgeous freaking ties that were 100% polyester. not okay. Because
Is it not
polyester does not bleed its color.
Really?
Really. That's the point of polyester, is it's
Does
better.
it just stick onto the egg?
That's a great.
The point, no.
Because of, oh, okay.
The point of polyester is that it doesn't bleed, so you can wash it in the washing machine.
Oh.
Silk, you cannot wash in the washing
I would think
machine.
that would like shrink to it because I think about polyester because I was, burn, like if you burn polyester, it shrinks to your skin.
Yeah, no. Polyester, the color, does not bleed. It doesn't come off of the polyester. It's there for life. So,
Huh.
it's like your online banking agreement. I know, right? Nobody knows what I'm talking about. This is very pretty.
Nobody knows what you're talking about.
This is pretty though. Look at this. You could make this with like old camouflage.
Move it closer.
This is beautiful.
Oh,
Look at this egg. Wes is gonna go home. Tomorrow morning, the Easter Bunny is gonna take these out of his refrigerator and
hide them in his yard.
hide them in his yard. Look at this.
No, there's too
Look at
many
this.
landmines.
Okay, so he's gonna hide them in his front yard, where the dogs don't go, or
I
hide
would
them in his
still
house.
hide them in the backyard.
Do
Mostly
you get,
because there's the swing
do you get a
set back there.
prize or do you get a
Open ends are brilliant.
do you get a dog thing?
A dog.
Cause look at this. Look at this. Oh my goodness.
Right.
This is beautiful. This is
This is
gorgeous.
This is true.
I like this. I'm doing this every year from now on. Just so you
Drink
know.
your drink.
I have to pee.
My drink?
No, her
Her
drink.
drink. No,
Mike
she has to
says-
drive West home.
Dear, Mike says, this chump doesn't do polyester.
There you go. That's my boy.
We
Look
approve.
at this. Look at this. Oh my. Look at all the colors. It doesn't matter that the pattern didn't exactly transfer. That's a frickin' gorgeous egg.
What are we talking about?
The egg. Look at that. Look at this. Look at there's pattern right here. There's texture. There's
I like
and
this
that
one.
You like that one?
This is my favorite.
That's your favorite. Okay. There's texture on this side. Look at this texture. And there's more texture over here. And look at how many colors. And we don't even, this might have been the floral tie. I think it might have been the floral tie. Who cares? It's a beautiful, beautiful egg. I like this one.
That's your favorite?
That's my favorite. Because look at this. There's pink and blue. What do you think, Miss Gray? And there's a perfect, there's a perfect pattern right there. Look at that.
Yes.
See that? There's a paisley. There's a big paisley right there.
Mama, are there any more like that?
Yes, ma'am, there are, and the Easter Bunny will be coming in the morning to hide them for you.
Okay, so
Good luck finding them. They look like
Mama.
camo eggs.
Would you like them in the front yard or the backyard?
fun yard.
Front yard, okay.
Or would you like them at church?
The church has lots of eggs for you. Would you like church
This is
to be,
true.
would you like to hunt before church or after?
What?
For those of you who think that drinking and church don't go together,
You should do after.
You need to come to our church.
you need to come to our church. On April the 28th, the Center for
Are we
Creative...
doing another paint and wine?
Yes, would you like to go with me? Please go with me.
I want to go paint and drink wine.
Okay.
In wine.
It's called Merlot and Van Gogh. There's a
It's-
painting teacher.
$35 a piece this time
I'll
instead
pay
of
for
40.
it. I'll pay for it. I'll pay for it. Okay, you go with me. I'll pay for it.
Okay, if you pay for it, I'll go with you.
Okay.
Because
I
I'm
take
could
her?
go with this time too.
Yeah,
Okay.
on the 20, what, on the 20th?
28.
28.
Isn't it past the 20? No.
Assuming I'm not working, I don't know my
It's the
schedule.
15th.
It's in the evening.
I work evenings too. I'm
Ask for it off.
off.
Ask for
You're
it
so
off.
Mad Dog
early this
Genius.
month. This
Or a
year.
Mad
No,
Genius
actually,
says,
it's late this
drinking
year.
in church is
Oh, yeah,
the
that's
only
right.
way to go. Makes the sermons a
Usually
hell of a
really,
lot more
yeah.
interesting.
Our church involves
Daddy,
doing what's best for
you
you.
shouldn't be drunk when
It doesn't matter what's best for you.
Bobo says, take a shot when they say amen.
Damn straight. We do frequently walk in there with Dutch Brothers Coffee Cup or McDonald's Coffee Cup.
Daddy, you're certainly
What did you say?
Okay, it is 9:15. We've been 2 hours and 15 minutes into this. It might be time to say goodnight. Wesley
Yes.
She goes, Daddy, you certainly are drunk.
and Kelby.
Damn straight I'm drunk.
Kelby,
I have to. You can't see our faces anyway.
Yeah, I gotta get down to the good part.
I'm not wearing any makeup. Nobody can
have you
see
seen
my
this all?
face.
Come on, you.
Oh,
Somebody.
hang on.
No,
Grace is
acting
coming.
please.
Grace wants in.
I don't want
Grace
it.
wants
Grace
into
wants
this.
in. Grace, come here.
There you go.
Grace is our angel child. Come here, Grace. Come
Oh
here,
yeah,
Kelby.
okay, thanks, Mom.
And Kelby's our other angel child. I have angels instead of children.
So doubles.
Because the two who really refute that aren't here.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow we're gonna cook Guinness corned beef. No, Guinness stew, Guinness lamb stew, and a slow cooker beef stroganoff. And we love you all. Have a good night.
I'm gonna drive
West home. Grace, come.